Hi guys, we are going to start with our chapter number 10, Disease and Immunity. Alright, our key objectives will be understand pathogen transmission, learn body defense mechanism, explore immunity types and production, comprehend vaccination processes. The key terminologies which we have to keep in our mind is number one, pathogen definition, microorganisms causing diseases. Number two, antibody, protein produced by immune system to fight infections. Number third, white blood cells, crucial component of defense mechanism. Let's talk about global disease transmission. We have a measles case study. Measles outbreak dynamics 2019 global outbreak characteristics includes significant increase in cases worldwide, outbreaks in multiple countries including Ukraine, Congo, USA, 3 times more cases compared to 2018. This leads us to vaccination importance, herd community immunity concept. Herd immunity concept requires 95% community vaccination, protects vulnerable population, prevents virus transmission. Now let's talk about transmission factors. Easily spreadable virus, vulnerable populations, declining vaccination rates. Disease prevention strategies. Number 1, waste management. Potential diseases transmission risk. Accumulation of waste attracts disease carrying animals. Bacterial breeding grounds. Chemical pollution risks. Number 2, landfill site management. Best practices include licensed operators, systematic waste compaction, methane gas management, and environmental rehabilitation. Water and sanitation. Here we have to see sewage treatments. Health risk of untreated sewage. Contains dangerous bacteria. Potential risk transmission. Risk include polio, cholera. Next we have water safety principles. Clean water supply critical for health. Deep wells safer than surface water sources. Proper food and water hygiene essential. A specific disease study, cholera. Cholera transmission is bacterial disease, spreads through contaminated water and food, thrives in unhygienic conditions, significant historical outbreaks. Physiological mechanism. Bacteria produce intestinal toxins, triggers chloride ion secretion, causes severe fluid loss through osmosis. Preventive measures. Disease control strategies, maintain personal hygiene, ensure clean water supply, practice safe food preparation, proper waste disposal, comprehensive vaccination programs. Let's talk about immune system and lymphocytes. Lymphocytes basics, core function, wait for specific pathogen signal to produce targeted antibodies. Most lymphocytes do not produce antibodies continuously to conserve energy. Respond to pathogens through a precise recognition and response mechanism. Lymphocyte response process. Pathogen encounter. Lymphocyte identifies a matching pathogen, initiates rapid cell division mitosis, creates a clone of identical lymphocytes, secretes specific antibodies to destroy the pathogens. Immune response characteristics. Time dependent process. Initial recognition takes time. Pathogen can multiply during response. Eventually, immune system typically destroys the pathogen. Next, let's talk about memory cells. Its key features are produced during lymphocyte cloning, remain in body for extended periods, provide rapid future immune response, enable faster pathogen destruction in subsequent infections. Vaccination insights. Now, types of vaccines contain weakened dead viruses or bacteria. Some include only pathogen antigens, stimulate lymphocyte and memory cell production. Now, immunity types. Number 1, active immunity. The characteristics is body produces own antibodies here. Duration, long lasting. Acquisition method, infection, recovery, vaccination. Number 2 is passive immunity. Receive pre-made antibodies. It is short term, and breast milk antibodies injections. Next we have disease eradication examples. Number 1, smallpox. Global vaccination campaign successfully eradicated by 1980. World Health Organization led initiative. Next is polio. Ongoing eradication efforts, challenges with vaccination resistance significantly reduced globally. Third, we have key immunological concepts. It has antigen, specific molecular structure triggering immune response. Antibodies, protein molecule targeting specific pathogen. Immune response, lymphocyte mechanism for pathogen destruction. We have advanced vaccination strategies, which includes some diseases require multiple vaccination. First dose provides partial protection. Booster shots enhance long-term immunity. Practical immune system functions. Number 1, it recognizes and destroys foreign pathogens. It develops targeted memory responses, and it provides both immediate and long-term protection. Let's talk about immunity and COVID-19. Immunity types, the one that we discussed before as well, active immunity. The definition is immune response generated by body's own immune system. Then acquisition methods, recovering from disease, and number 2 is vaccination. The characteristics of active immunity includes long lasting protection, involves production of memory cells, body develops specific antibodies against pathogens. Next we have passive immunity. Alright, the definition is immunity obtained by receiving pre-formed antibodies. The acquisition method include breast milk from mother to infant, and number 2, direct antibodies injection. The characteristics of passive immunity is short-term protection, no memory cell production, immediate but temporary immune response. Now let's talk about immune system mechanics. Pathogen defense mechanism. Primary barriers are skin, nasal hairs, mucus, stomach acid. Immune response process. Key components includes white blood cells, lymphocytes, antibodies, antigens. Antibody functions. So what are the functions of antibodies? It binds to specific antigen. It destroys pathogens directly. It facilitates phagocytes destruction of pathogens. Now let's talk about COVID-19. So the virus characteristics, name is SARS-CoV-2, severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2. The structure was a spherical virus, protein spikes for cell attachment. Transmission methods include respiratory droplets, surface contamination, asymptomatic spread. Global response, international scientific collaboration, mathematical modeling, Pandemic control strategies, lockdowns, mask wearing, testing and isolation. Now, let's talk about vaccination impact. Now, vaccination benefits includes reduces disease transmission, creates population level immunity, limits potential host environments for pathogens. Vaccination strategies: high population vaccination percentage interrupts pathogens reproduction cycles. Let's talk about key terminologies here. Number first is antigen. The definition is its specific molecular structure. The significance is it triggers immune response. Number two is white blood cells, that is lymphocytes. It produces antibodies. Number third, memory cells. They are specialized immune cells, provides long-term immunity. And then phagocytes, they are immune cell. It destroys foreign particles. Now let's talk about pathogen transmission and body defenses. Indirect transmission of pathogens. Key transmission methods. Number one, breathing in droplets carried pathogens, touching contaminated surfaces, consuming infected food or water, and contact with pathogen carrying animals. Now let's see specific transmission example. Viruses like cold, influenza and COVID-19 spread through airborne droplets from speaking, coughing and sneezing. Surface contamination occurs. Hand to face contact also transmits it. Next is bacterial transmission. Salmonella enters through contaminated food. Prevention strategies are wash fresh produce in clean water, cook food thoroughly, be cautious of street food temperature and preparation. Now, body defense against pathogens. Now, number first, physical barriers. It includes skin protection. Here, it prevents pathogen entry, forms blood clots to seal wounds, block direct pathogen invasion. Second is respiratory defenses. Nasal hair filter air particles. Mucus traps bacteria in airways. Sweeps trapped bacteria to throat for elimination. Next, we have sensory defenses. Smell and taste warn against potentially harmful food. Now, we have some chemical defenses as well, which includes number one, stomach acid. Hydrochloric acid kills many ingested bacteria, provides critical digestive system protection. Next, we have white blood cells response. It includes phagocytosis. Cells consumes and digests pathogens. Antibody production to neutralize or destroy pathogens. Alright, now let's talk about water and hygiene consideration. Clean water importance. Water supply strategies includes filtered and chlorine treated municipal water, deep wells in areas without pipe infrastructure, boiling water as additional pathogen elimination method. Alright, next we have food hygiene principle. Preventive practices includes hand washing before food preparation, covering hair during cooking, avoiding coughing, sneezing near food, maintaining personal cleanliness. Alright, let's talk about bacterial growth and food safety, temperature and bacterial growth. Key temperature zones for bacteria reproduction. Bacterial growth range between 10 degrees centigrade to 48 degrees centigrade, most active zone. Bacterial reproduction stops below 1 degree centigrade freezer temperatures. Above 65 degrees centigrade, most bacteria get killed. Temperature impact table. Minus 12 degrees centigrade, there is no production of bacteria and it's a freezer zone. Next we have 4 degrees centigrade, minimal growth and it's also in refrigerator. 20 degrees centigrade, optimal growth, that is a room temperature. 37 degrees centigrade, body temperature, high bacterial potential. 100 degrees centigrade is the boiling point, most bacteria gets killed. 120 degrees centigrade is extreme heat, again bacterial spores destroyed. Food safety recommendations. Do not keep foods at room temperature for extended periods. Refrigeration slows bacterial growth. Cooking at high temperature kills bacteria. Reheat food thoroughly, not just warm. Alright, next we have food contamination prevention. Raw meat handling. Keep raw meat separate from other foods. Wash raw vegetables and salads before consumption. Bacteria on raw meat can contaminate other foods. Pathogen transmission. Houseflies can spread pathogens. Transmission occurs through feet and saliva. Proper food handling reduces contamination risks. Personal hygiene. Skin and bacterial management. Skin produce protective oil. Keeps skin supple and waterproof. Sweat glands function, help regulate body temperature, can become bacterial breeding ground if unwashed. Hygiene practices. Regular washing with soap, remove accumulated oils and dirt, prevent bacterial growth, reduce unpleasant odors. Oral hygiene. Millions of bacteria exist in mouth. Most bacteria are harmless. Some can cause bad breath, tooth decay. Recommended practice includes brush teeth twice daily and use mouthwash. Next we have waste disposal management. So waste accumulation risks includes attracts disease carrying animals like houseflies, rats, stray dogs, bacterial breeding grounds, chemical pollution of ground and water sources, potential contamination pathways, improper waste management, close proximity to living working spaces, uncontrolled waste accumulation. Bacterial transmission prevention strategies. Key prevention strategies includes maintain personal hygiene, practice proper food handling, use appropriate temperature controls, regular cleaning and waste management. With this we have finished our chapter number 10. I'll see you in our next chapter 11 soon.